I'm sure not that I'm not grown enough to approach a man yet. I haven't made it to that age.
I already knew that he was not Mr. Right, he was Mr. Right now, and I was starting to feel that his time was up.
Friends asking me if I know anybody to hook them up with, or a dating app, just to like see the option. So bad. Like, dating options are so weird now.
And men, even at 50, there are men at 50 who don't have nothing.
I am getting sick of Dallas, Texas dating life. I'm looking for my husband.
And I literally sat there the whole time and I was just like, not one guy came to us. Not one.
Standard. What is going on? No one has standards anymore. Predicaments. Everyone's in situations. Like literally win the most and you broke.
Man, that's a lot of music you're playing in the background. But yeah, everybody's broke according to who? Because I'm looking and I'm sorry. I know you don't want me to discriminate, but I have to tell the truth. Your hairline is back here. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't understand this. Men, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you single, there is 12 good. I'm talking about good women who have standards, who has jobs, who have assets. All that 12 to 1 good man, and the good men are married. I really didn't believe that at first, but facts too. But you just have to decide what you want, and I have decided. A lot of women.
All by myself. They want to be by themselves. But you know darn well you want a man. This is the severe desperation. And it's not just in Dallas. It's all over. New York, D.C., every state in between. And why is that? You have to understand. If everywhere ladies are having that problem, who's the problem?
And have decided happiness. And men, even at 50, there are men at 50 who don't have nothing. None of their stuff together. They got no retirement. They don't even have money right now to take themselves out to eat right now.
That's right.
Make it make sense, sir. The math thing, okay? Make it make sense. The thing is, if you got a good man, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, see what she's talking about. That's the men who are contacting her, who are willing to talk to her, right? Because the ones that are really, really bad, a lot of times they have the opportunity to get the guy they want, but they fumble it. You guys are going to see so many, just watch. I'm not going to say it.
Other friends asking me if I know anybody to hook them up with, or a dating app, just to like see the option. So bad. Like, dating options are so weird now. Why are you single at 40 something? Why are you still figuring out your dating life at 34? Please comment down below where you guys are finding your significant others now in Dallas or any surrounding areas in Dallas.
Yeah. Where can I find a man? Where? Just somebody please tell me, where can I find a man? Nowhere. Because what you require, men are not trying to meet up to that standard anymore. Ladies are requiring so much and giving so little. It's a problem.
Able to help my friends not go out with these dusties.
See? And they call them in dusties. Look at that.
2 days before Valentine's Day. Hi, that would be me. And the eater is no longer. I know. I'm a little.
Look what it says. Dating life as a 36-year-old female. And I bet you probably have no kids.
But it had to be done. We already knew that he was not Mr. Right, he was Mr. Right now, and I was starting to feel that his time was up. I'm not
She's still going through that.
All the details on why, because I just don't feel like it. You're just gonna have to trust me on that one. But his clock was ticking, okay? We already saw the birthday flowers and gift and things like that, just like very not into.
That's not her food. She wouldn't prepare her food like that. Roof, roof, roof.
Intentional, like to my liking or whatever, but I was trying to let it rock because I have a problem with always curating things, and I have a problem with always being attached to the end result. However, I do like a
If she eat that food, I'm gonna start dying laughing.
certain standard of how I live my life. He had called me on Tuesday to ask like if I was okay with if we could have a date on Thursday, and I was like,
That's
sure,
definitely
why
her
not?
food.
Like, I'm cool with that. Thursday was yesterday, so he texted me that he was going to workout class and he would call me afterwards. He called me afterwards. I was already feeling so heavy yesterday. I was in a mood. I don't know what. It seemed like I was just in a state of like depression, just like out of nowhere. So when he called, I really was like not in the mood to talk or whatever. Talking about Valentine's Day, and he had said something like, oh yeah, I just need to like finalize some plans. And I was like,
I think that's her food.
do you have like, are you actually making Valentine's Day plans or what? And he was like, yeah. But he had already like said something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way when he was like, you know, Valentine's Day is just a day for the girls. Like, the guys just feel like obligated. So I said something like, yo, if it's like overwhelming you and you don't like, I don't want you to feel obligated. I want you to want to do it. If it's overwhelming you or you don't want to do it, just say that. Like, I'm cool. He, oh, thank you for saying that. I said, that was a trick. That was a lie. I want to do something for Valentine's Day, bitch. Now, was that a little childish? Maybe. I just didn't like the fact how he got so excited to be like that. And of course, immediately after I said that, he's trying to walk it back. That's not what I meant.
Girl, that stomach is protruding, and from all that food you have in your bowl, unless it's nothing but veggies, because veggies that you'll be okay. You're overeating. I'm sorry. I see everything. Don't eat food while you're making a video.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I actually want to do this. I want to like take you out, blah, 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 blah. I'm annoyed.
Oh, he's putting on calories with
Back
the
to, we
sauce.
were supposed to hang out on Thursday. Let me tell you. Okay, so he called me and was like, hey, are you
That gotta be
up
for
an
dog.
adventure? He, I guess, takes dancing classes and things like that. I love that about him. That's not my shtick. That's not my thing. And we had actually went salsa dancing because he really wanted to go. I don't know how to salsa dance. Like, I tried my little best, but people think that I'm very extroverted. I'm not. I'm very introverted. So I went because I knew that was kind of like his thing, but it really wasn't my thing. So when he was like, are you up for an adventure? And I was like, it depends on what the adventure is. Clearly, I'm sounding down. I'm sounding not with it. Did he ask me how I was feeling? I wanted to see if you wanted to check out this dancing thing, blah, 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 blah. Immediately, I'm like, yeah, I'm not in the mood for that.
See, the man is saying you're fat. He's saying, but he's trying to be nice though. See, ladies, why is she not decoding that? She just wants it her way. She's not decoding. He's like, yeah, I want to do something fun. I want you to lose weight, fat girl. That's what he said. Do something fun. He's in a dance, dancing. I see you got your sweats on, everything. If you are looking to cut some calories, dancing will do it. Especially if you learn to dance. I used to be a dancer when I was younger. And you know, when you practice, yeah, I don't know, but when you practicing for a dance competition, you burn so many calories. It's like when Beyonce was like, "Oh, my single ladies, oh, my single," doing all that, all those moves, calories burnt. You'll stay fit. The man was trying to save your life, and you're 36 years old. Listen to that man.
You would think like you would, one, ask somebody like what's wrong with them if they don't sound like themselves. And two, we did that. You realize that wasn't my thing. Like, why are we still doing this? You want to do, like, you wanted to check it out. You didn't care like how I felt about the situation. After that conversation and everything like compiled, I was just like, you know what? I'm not feeling it. And I know we had discussed like if we ever wanted to end a situation, like we would meet in person and talk. He was like, you know, I don't like it over text. And I'm like, me in a text message, that's kind of big for me because normally I just like ghost. But I was just like really sitting with it, like I don't know. And I'm not even gonna lie, part of me is like I should have held out, and I wanted to just to see like what I would.
Anybody else looking at how much calories she put in that drink? What is that? Like, is that sugar or is that natural sugar? I hope so, but too much.
Usually get for Valentine's Day, but when I say it was literally to a detriment, like I was so annoyed. I can't. It feels too much like faking it, and I just didn't want to do that. That looks good, huh? Ooh. Shoot that. That is sweet. That's so good. But yeah, girl, that's me. I don't have any plans. I was like, I could call somebody up, but I don't know. I will be lying and say like I do think I'll have a little bit of FOMO. Everyone's gonna look so cute, but honestly, I didn't even have anything to wear. So I'm gonna just be sitting with myself and journaling. And I know the girls will be like, oh.
Well, she has a lot of protein in the bowl. I think I see chicken. I see eggs. Protein keeps you full longer. I will say she's trying. She's trying.
Just spend some time with yourself. I spend a lot of time with myself, so I think that's like where I'm like, ugh, you know. But what you gonna do? Anyways, this is my cute ass breakfast.
Oh, breakfast?
But I hope y'all having a better Valentine's Day than I will. Maybe I'll go get my free diptyque candle that I got for my birthday. But yeah, that's what's going on over here, girl. Cheers to single gals.
No, no. And see, I know what you guys saw. You guys saw me talking about the food she's eating, right? The reason why is because once I saw she was 36, your time has come.
TikTok. TikTok indeed.
All those extra weight, yeah, you got a little bit of extra weight in that belly area. Time to lose that. You want a husband? You got to lose all the weight you can. Like, forget the chicken. Just eat lettuce. Seriously, eat lettuce. Put a little sprinkle of, what do you call that? The one that you can use for salad dressing, but that's light. What is that called again, Kay? I forgot the name of it, but you guys know what I'm saying. Not Italian dressing. It's natural. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, mix some apple cider vinegar. Maybe sprinkle something that's light, not too much salt, and eat like that. Seriously, people that do food eating competitions, they eat a big bowl of salad, right? So it's like they're getting in their they're making space in their stomach to eat a lot. I saw it. It's true. You can look it up, right? They eat like that, and they eat a big bowl like this, and it's still like around 200 calories. That's what you need to do. Seriously, your time has come.
So I don't know who else needs to hear this, but I am getting sick of Dallas, Texas dating life. Like, for a single female out here trying to find her mates, I swear the men out here are worthless. If anybody else could give me some advice, some help, some guidance, I'm looking for my husband and I can't find him, and I ain't had no.
All right. Now, the first time, I'm going to give you some guidance right now. I'm looking at your face. You look like you smoke crack. Seriously. Come on. Anybody else sees that? I'm being real. I'm being straight real. You look like you smoke. You look like you like rocks. Dude, you look like Smokey right now. Don't look like Smokey, especially on videos. Because a man can do a reverse image search of your face. I'm telling you, men, start doing that. If you're still trying to date in the West, reverse image search, right? And find videos like this, because you're gonna find them and go, she looked real good on a date, but this is how she really looked. Yeah, I bet you she put it on. I bet you she put it on. This is the same thing like going out in a bonnet. Lady, you got a high top fade. You look like you're about to star in the Kid and Play movie. Go, go. Everybody go, go, go. Dancing, warm it up, Kane. Big Daddy Kane. Warm it up, Kane. Warm it up, Kane. And that was the time in the 80s when they were smoking rocks. Man.
So let me know if you having luck, because this is crazy. These men are literally crazy. Just crazy. I have to tell some stories, but yeah, we might get into story time, because I am just taken back this week alone, and it's only Tuesday. So give me some advice. Let me know what I can do to make myself more appealing to the right individual, so that I can find my husband. I'm tired of it.
All right, so we're gonna get into this, and I hope you ladies watch the video. I hope ladies in Dallas actually watch this video. I hope some of these ladies watch the video, because they may watch the video. This is the problem, right? I talked to my good old friend, the Chat GBT, and this is what it said to me, and it's on the money, right? It says the phrase, because you see what she said. women in Dallas say men are crazy. That's what she's saying, right? The phrase usually isn't about all men in Dallas being crazy. It's more of a shorthand people use, especially online or in dating conversations, to describe patterns they personally experience. Women say that about Dallas. They're usually pointing to a mix of dating culture, expectations, and environment. Let me show you guys how on point this is. Here's what they often mean: a very status driven dating scene. Dallas has a strong image culture, just like Houston, much connected. Money, looks, lifestyle, cars, where you hang out. Some women feel like a lot of men there are focused on status over appearances, over genuine connection. Who created that as part of the date market? With girls saying, I only date men when they dimes, right? I don't deal with chopped men, right? We see so many videos like that. So you ladies created this market, right? So that can come off as arrogant, flashy, or transactional. Players, non-committal behavior. A common complaint is that many men are dating multiple females at once, not being upfront or avoiding commitment. When that happens repeatedly, it gets labeled as crazy behavior, even if it's really just a mismatch and expectations. Big city plus options equals different behavior. Like in many major cities, having lots of options can change how people date. Some men and women treat dating more casually, which can frustrate people looking for something serious. Communication issues, ghosting, inconsistency, or saying one thing and doing another. These are universal dating problems, but when they happen often, people start generalizing the entire dating pool. It says Dallas has a mix of traditional Southern values and modern fast paced city life. That creates tension. Some people want serious, family oriented relationships, while others want freedom and casual dating. And some women are like that too. Don't sleep, right? So, real talk. You will hear the same complaints about men in Miami, Atlanta, LA, New York, just with different flavors. It's less about Dallas specifically and more about expectations versus reality. ChatGPT, is it manosphere or is it the truth? Come on now. Somebody talk to him. What type of people someone keeps attracting? The environment they're dating in. It's the environment they created and they don't even realize it. I'm telling you, I got to do a video on that. And women created the date market and the dating problems they have now. They created them.
There is a trend, I guess you will say, on TikTok about dating in Dallas. As a Californian moving out to Dallas, I've been here 9 months. I would have to say that the dating scene has not been what I thought it would be. I've been on a few dates.
See, because LA is trash too. She thought, she thought, you was better off moving to Mississippi or something. It probably would have been better there. Probably not, but no hope.
The last date I went on was actually pretty nice. I went walking.
Oh,
I forget where we were walking at, but it was pretty nice. But I don't really get it. Like, I went out this weekend, and I'm a homebody, but I do go out here and there. And I went to this event on Saturday. It was for the aunties and uncles, 35 and up, a vibe, right? And it was dope because it was, the ratio of men and women were actually pretty good. Typically, it's mainly all women, and then it'd be like, the ratio would be like 1 to 5 or 5 to 1, right? But it actually was a good amount of men there, and it was actually some nice looking men. So me and my homegirl went, and we sat down. The music was good, food was good. I had some wine. I don't drink, so I had a little wine. And me and my girl was vibing or whatever. And I literally sat there the whole time, and I was just like, Not one guy came to us. Not one. Not one guy. The one guy who did, he ordered food at our table so he can get something. And then he paid for our drink, one of our drinks. I didn't get one. I think she did. He paid for that, paid for his meal, and deuces. He didn't ask for anybody, nothing. And I'm like, now granted, I am a gym girly, and I am physically fit. You know, I do have a couple of muscles. I got
she looking like a man. You look like a man in the face already. So if you got a big back, oh man.
some biceps, I got some traps, my back is a little fire. But I'm like, I would think guys would be like, ooh, you know, this girl's in shape. You know, she looks good. Like, that means she got discipline. Like, I like a woman who got... Not one guy. And
that's what girls look at for men. Guys don't look at girl. Like, say if a girl is slim, a guy's gonna say, if she's slim and got the, you know, got all the rest of the stuff, you know, you can work out and not look like too much. If you look like too much, a guy's not gonna be interested. Like,
and
I'm gonna stop.
We got the looks. Me and my homegirl, guys looked at us and they're like, and kept it moving. And I'm like, what is going on here?
Face painting.
I feel like in the dating realm in Dallas, it's just like California. And it sucks because I'm like, these are, you know, country men. They got a little bit more, you know, they homegrown, you know, they a little bit more mannerable. I don't even get approached. And then the ones that do approach, I just be like, come on, y'all. Like, you can tell they don't work out. You can tell they just was like, you know what? I'm just going to be bold today and build up some confidence and talk to her. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. But guys that, like, I am attracted to, guys that I would think will be attracted to me,
She wants her way.
So the dating scene out here is not good at all. And also, too, it's always like the men that I meet are not from Dallas. They're either from, like, other states and cities. So it's just like, I haven't met a guy from Dallas. But the dating scene, I guess I ain't gonna find me no country boy, because it's trash out here. It's really, really trash. That's why I just be at the gym and in the house. Because when I go out the house, don't nobody talk to me anyway. So I might as well just stay at home. And I can save me some coin instead of wasting money. Well, I didn't waste money last weekend. But still, y'all catch my drift. I don't know about y'all, ladies, men, whoever's seeing this. Drop comments.
Okay, y'all, let's talk dating as a plus size girl. And let's put a little extra on there. Dating as a plus size girl in Dallas. Since that's where I'm at. Because I can't speak for any other places besides where the fuck I live, okay? Dating as a plus size girl. Let's talk about ways that I've tried to date, okay? Of course, dating sites. Oh my God. Epic fail, y'all. Like, these dating sites, don't nobody want none on them dating sites but sex. That's it. Like, these men don't want nothing but sex. That's all they want. That's all they looking for, them dating sites. I'll try speed dating. I've tried a hookup before with a friend who done tried to hook me up with an individual or with a guy or whatever. Of course, going out to social functions where the men's be at. Social events, men act like they do not want to approach in Dallas, y'all. I don't know if that's everywhere. Me as a big girl, I'm not the only one that has said this. I have skinny hoes and they told me that, like, men don't like to approach anymore, and we don't really know why. I think it's like an embarrassment type thing, maybe. Like, they be like, you know, I don't want to go over here, and she got all her 50 homegirls with her, and I walk up to her, and then I'm like, you know, hey, how you doing? And then she be like, and then I'm clowned in front of all these 50 girls. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it might be that a little bit, but I'm sure not that I'm not grown enough to approach a man yet. I haven't made it to that age yet where I'm gonna approach a man. Unless I'm super drunk off the tequila, then I might. But yeah, the things you gotta worry about dating, as far as dating as a plus size girl, like, does this guy just want sex? Does this guy have a fetish? That's a huge thing. Like, are you just with me because you trying to fulfill your fetishes? And then as far as sex goes, are you just with me because, you know, they have all these damn They have all these damn stereotypes when it comes to big girls. All big girls get the best head. All big girls got the best cooch. I mean, no comment. But I'm saying, like, is he just trying to fulfill his fetish or just trying to see if, you know what I'm saying, the tea is real?
Yeah, he want to find out if that thing squashing it. He want to see what it do.
Then another thing, do I have to worry about this nigga being embarrassed, you know, trying to hide me? Because some men will do that. They'll try to hide you, you know, don't want to introduce you to their homeboys, so they won't be clowned by their niggas, because, you know, niggas love to impress other niggas. Or trying to take you to the Olive Garden down in the boomies instead of one over here where it's popping at. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things you got to worry about or think about as a plus size girl. Like, and some of these things you got to think about as a skinny girl too. It ain't just all for pluses. Some of y'all skinny girls go through the same things. So what have I been doing now? Lord.
See, you can fix that easily by getting on a diet and also going to the gym. But the most important part is the food. All you have to do is drop some calories. No excuse.
This cannot, I said it, this cannot be the group of niggas that God sent to lead us. Can't lead me in prayer. They can't lead me in line. They can't lead me to the grocery store. Bro.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think what's happened. We've come to a fork in the road, right? And you ladies are starting to realize you see this in every city, every state, every town, the same issue. And you all looking for the same thing. You have to be honest. The problem is me.
Yes, you are the problem.
Face the facts.
Another dating trauma. So I've been talking to this dude, not consistently, but we started dating roughly 6 or so months ago. On dates, everything's good, chemistry's there, but it's like an on and off thing. Just schedules just don't align. So anyway, recently started back talking like every day consistently, and you know that's been like for the past month or so, and everything's been good. Conversation's good, no complaints. So I was telling somebody, I was like, hey, I don't know how we even got it on this conversation. I was like, yeah, I talked to so and so, and she was like, oh, that's funny because every time I see him, he has on a wedding band. A wedding band? I was like, there's no way he's married. Like, of course we had this conversation when we first met. Like, I said, how long you been single? Like, I asked directly. I don't even play about stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, I've been single for a while. I think he said like a year or so. So I text him. I'm like, hey, are you married? And this nigga was like, LOL, who told you that? So you're married. Wow. Okay. That's good information to know. And I was like, that doesn't matter. Like, you didn't think to tell me that you were married? I was like, oh, well, we're separated. So we've been separated for like almost a year, and the divorce is just so expensive, and I just pretty much stopped texting at that point. And he's just overly explaining. Like a couple days go by, and I'm really just not responding. Text me something like, yeah, we really need to talk. I want to explain the situation. And I just asked one simple question. I was like, let me see how ignorant this Negro really is. I said, do y'all live together? Yeah, she's just trying to find a place. Not only are you married and separated, but y'all not even separated. I mean,
Y'all wanted another story time, so here we go. And I'm gonna try my best to make a long story short. So boom, when I was single, I was on this dating app called Hinge. On Hinge, I ended up matching with this guy. We gonna say his name Bob. We gonna call him Bob. Bob is like 6'3", athletic build, brown skin, from Louisiana, 31 years old. And some of his pictures he got on the suit, so he looked like he got a good head on his shoulders. And my head.
You see, even ladies like this can talk to the guy they want. And then she's wondering. She said 6'3", got a good head on his shoulders. She wants him all to herself. If you research how many guys that are 6'3" are out there, because that's what they're looking for on these sites, right? And guys know that, so they state that on the sites. You're all victim. You think he doesn't have a lineup? Watch this. Watch what she says. I want to see.
And I'm like, why not match with a man? So I matched with him. We exchanged numbers, and then we started talking on the phone that same day. So the same day we matched is the same day we started talking on the phone. So boom, we started chopping it up on the phone. He asked me about myself, and he was like, you know what, are you free today? I said, yeah, I'm free. He said, you free at 2? I said, oh yeah, I'm free at 2. He said, let's meet up at such and such in Allen. So we ended up meeting up. Before I even get to the meeting up part, we agreed that we're going to meet up at this place in Allen. It's like a food hall, similar to the place in Legacy, where you can grab food and you can sit at the bar, drink beer, watch the game, all that good stuff. So boom, we agreed, hey, yeah, let's meet up at 2. That's a good time for both of us. Then he proceeds to tell me about his past relationship. His previous relationship, they were together for 1 year. They met at a Christmas party. And then a week later, they got into a relationship. And then not long after that, they moved in together, and then he broke up with her because he felt like she did not want to be led. Mind you, she was 28. So in my head, I'm like, these some red flags already, because boom, you ain't know that girl from a can of paint. You already jumped into a relationship with her. Then y'all moved in together. Then you broke up with her because you said she didn't want to be led. Like, all of this could have been resolved had you just courted her for 3 months. But that's neither another. Then he proceeded to tell me about himself. He tells me he's in the sporting industry. He's a basketball coach. He be mentoring kids. He be going to the NBA playoffs every year.
You know, she said quarter for 3 months. They want to do 3-month courtships. This is crazy.
He know all these basketball players, and he like traveling. He like to find things in life. All this capping and yapping on my line, but whatever. Then he asked me to tell him about me. I tell him about me. I tell him my last relationship. We was together for 2.5 years.
And this is why men say financial celibacy. 3 months of taking you out to dinner, you gotta, man.
Broke up because we didn't see eye to eye. That's just that on that. So I told him I'm the type of person I like to be courted for at least 3 months, or court that person, whatever. I like to date somebody for 3 months before we make it official. Because by that time, then I know if I want to keep fooling around with you.
Spending money on me.
But that needs to hit her there. So boom, we ended up getting off the phone, and my gut started rumbling. My spirit said, don't meet up with that man. Spirit said, don't meet up with that man. So I called my mama. I said, Mom, I met this guy named Bob off the Hinge app, and he want to meet up at 2 o'clock. And I low-key don't want to meet up with him because he giving manipulative uncle energy. He giving, like, if we were to make it past this date and I wasn't like him, then he gonna be trying to lecture me, even though he only 31 and I'm 28. Like, it's giving uncle. My mom was like, child, just go on a date with him. He probably got an old soul. So I'm like, I don't know, Mom. I call Bob back. I tell Bob, look, I want to meet up with you, but in the same breath, I don't want to waste your time. Because I can already tell we moving at 2 different paces, and I don't want to meet up with you, and then you end up liking me, and then you tell me, so let's get in a relationship. I ain't ready to get to a relationship yet because I need a little bit more time. And then he goes, well, hold on. He said, how long was you and your ex courting each other before y'all made it official? I said 3 months. He said, okay, just check this out, though. If y'all courted for 3 months, and then y'all still end up breaking up, I think you should be a little bit more open-minded. I think that if that didn't get you nowhere, maybe you need to try something different. Maybe you need to try something new.
He's right, though.
Now, I still want to get to know you. I think we should still meet. Like, I ain't going to try to jump down your throat today. I ain't going to try to get in a relationship with you today.
He's right.
I'm just letting you know, like, I don't waste no time.
He's
so
right.
I'm like, all right. I said, I'm just letting you know, like, we moving at 2 different pages. I'm just letting you know. So, boom. We get out the phone. My mama asked me to send her his phone number so she look at his criminal history. So I sent my mama that and forgot about I had even sent her that. So boom, I meet up with this man at 2 o'clock at the little food hall place. 2 o'clock roll around, he late. It's 2:15. I'm about to get ready to. I was gonna get ready to leave. I'm like, I want me a milkshake. So even if he don't show up, I'm gonna get me a milkshake. So he called me at 2:15. Hey, where you parked? I'm parked. I'm here. Are you here? Yeah, where you parked at? What kind of car you in? So I tell him I'm in a Tesla. Child, why he roll up, park right beside me? He in a Porsche Macan. He get out, and I can already tell he arrogant. He step out thinking he that man. Do I care? I don't care. So boom, we greet each other, little air hug. Then we walk up in there. He said, "Are you home? You want something to eat?" I said, "No, I'm good. I just want a milkshake." I get the milkshake. We sit down at the bar. We start watching the playoffs. Cause I told you this man, he into sports or whatever.
You know, from everything she said, already a problem. I know you guys are thinking that going, Jay, this is over. She's already a problem. I just want to hear the rest of the story because she just threw out, she's throwing red flags all over the place. She's like a football coach right now, an NFL football coach, and just throwing red flags. Like, wait a minute, why is there so many red flags? Why are you just throwing them out there? I don't know. I'm a modern woman. I don't care. Just throwing them.
We watching playoff. First quarter, he gonna ask me, so why you ain't got no kids yet? I said, excuse me? Because I'm trying to make sure I ain't got nothing in my ear. Why you got no kids yet? I said, well, I don't have no kids yet because I ain't married. Like, I don't want to have no kids outside of wedlock. Like, when I get married and stuff, then I'll think about having kids. I'm good on the kids. So why you don't want no kids? Like I said, I'm good on the kids. Like, when I get married, I can talk about kids, but I'm good on, I'm not. So how long? So did you and your ex live together? I said, yeah, we live together. How long did y'all live together out of y'all 2.5-year relationship? 1 year. So you mean to tell me you okay with shagging up outside of marriage, but you got a problem with having kids outside of marriage? I said, look, hold on. Is you really trying to compare the two right now? Hold on real quick. Are you really trying to compare somebody having kids outside of marriage to somebody shacking up outside of marriage? Like what? I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, if you and your husband was the divorce, you still a baby mama.
See, what ladies are not understanding, he wasn't trying to marry you. Most men are not trying to marry you. Of course, everybody will cohabitate, put a baby in something, but that's where it ends at, right? And you can tell already, and she has the same issue most of these ladies have. They just didn't explain themselves. This is the problem. This is the dating atmosphere you created. Now you got to deal with it. Men are not talking. Men are walking because everybody's going. So men have that attitude. Congratulations, ladies. You created this.
Sad but true.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.